So whatever the parts of ovule that we had observed, like funiculus, hilum, raphe, integuments, chalaza, nucellus, all the parts are, or the cells of those parts are diploid in their nature. So each and every cell of the parts, whatever I said, those are diploid in their nature, so that each cell contains 2 sets of chromosomes. Then coming to the types of ovules. So here based on the organization of funiculus, micropyle and chalaza. So here based on the arrangement pattern, their ovules are of 3 types. Those are orthotrophous ovule. So orthotrophous ovule is the one in which all the 3 parts of the ovule, 3 parts means chalaza, micropyle and funiculus, all the 3 parts are present in a straight line, vertical straight line. So this is a funiculus or funicle, this is a chalaza and this is a micropyle. So and of course here the embryo sac is also being seen here. So this is a nucellus part. The funicle, chalaza and the micropyle, all the 3 parts are present on the straight vertical line. So that type of ovules are called as orthotrophous type of ovules, and otherwise we can call it as a straight ovule also. And this is the most common type of ovule that is present in angiospermic plants. So we call this type of ovule as polygonum. Our best example is polygonum example. And in this orthotrophous ovule, the degree of curvature exhibited by the body of the ovule is 0 degrees. So because it is not showing any type of curvature, so the degree of curvature is 0 degrees. And the distance between the funicle and micropyle is also the highest, because there is a long gap between the funiculus and the micropyle in this ovule. Anatrophous is an inverted type of ovule where the body is showing the inverted nature. So where if you observe the diagram here, in this the funiculus or the funicle and the micropyle are near to each other. Both these parts are near to each other, because actually micropyle should be here. The body is showing a curvature, it is inverted like this, so that the degree of curvature which is exhibited by this one is 180 degrees of curvature. And in this one, the chalaza and the micropyle, both of them present on the straight line, whereas funiculus is present on one side. Whereas in the first type, that is in orthotrophs, we have seen that all the 3 parts, funicle, micropyle and chalaza, all the 3 parts are present on the straight line. But here only chalaza and micropyle are present on the straight line, whereas funiculus is present on one side. And of course here also we can see the embryo sac. And when the body of the ovule is showing curvature, here in this type of ovule we can clearly see the presence of raphe, that is overgrowth exhibited by the ovule can be clearly been seen here. And each and every ovule will contains a vascular supply, because they need the food materials. So that is also been provided because of the vascular supply here. So this type of ovules can be seen in dicot plants, particularly dicots, in this one the gamopetala of the dicots. The best examples for this one is tridax and sunflower like examples. The gap between the funicle and micropyle is least here, because the micropyle is showing coming near to the funicle. Whereas in the orthotrophous type of ovule, the gap between the distance between the funiculus or funicle and the micropyle is the highest, because they are present on opposite ends. The third type is a camphylotrophous ovule. So this type of ovule can be seen in bean family, that is in the Fabaceae. Here in this camphylotrophous type of ovule, the ovule body of the ovule is showing curvature, but the degree of curvature is less than that of the anatrophous type of ovules. So here if you observe the diagram, so in camphylotrophous ovule type of ovule, this is a funicle, this is a body of the ovule. The funicle and the body are perpendicular to each other. So if you see the diagrammatic representation, it appears to be like a T-shaped structure, not perfect T-shaped structure, but the funicle and the body are perpendicular to each other. And if you see this structure, in this structure, this end is a chalaza and this is a micropyle. So here the gap between the funicle and micropyle is reduced, and here micropyle is somewhat more bended towards the funicle part. So this type of ovule is present in the bean family called as camphylotrophous type of ovule, and here in this embryo sac is also sometimes slightly curved or straight in its nature. So this is a ovule where the degree of curvature is less than that of anatrophous type of ovule.